how leadership is, you think of it as a pyramid, and the
Mhm.
leader's at the top,
Yeah.
and then everyone kind of is just like lower, and you know, all the little people.
Yeah.
But it's actually inverted,
Yes.
and a true leader is actually at the bottom of everything.
Yes, that's true.
And holds the burden and the weight of everything,
Yes.
and holds everyone above himself.
And that's what Jesus did.
Yeah.
He was a true man. You know, the Vice article made fun of us because one of our members said Christ was a true man. He had real cojones. And he does have cojones, man. Like, only he could do what he did. But yes, it's the man's job is to serve the wife and the kids. Jesus said, I did not come to be served, but to serve. And that servant leadership model is what every man who wants to be biblical has to strive for, has to attempt to achieve. I'm not saying we could do it perfectly. I'm just saying that's the goal. That's the goal for every man who loves Jesus, is to be like Jesus. So if Jesus had a family, how would he run it? If Jesus had kids, how would he run it? If Jesus had a wife, and I'm not saying he did, I'm not a heretic. If Jesus had a wife, how would he treat his wife? And the scriptures are full of stories of how Jesus treated women, how Jesus
How he treated his mother, women. Yeah.
His mother.
Because that was really
children.
unheard of, that women would be allowed to travel with a teacher.
Yeah, not in his day.
Yeah.
They could not sit at his feet and be taught. Why? Because if they are given information, they can teach someone else. Oh, God forbid they teach another man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Jesus, he really revolutionized the relationship between men and women. And he did teach that family is so important. I mean, he recited the Old Testament when he said that, you know, when a man leaves his father and mother, he shall be one with his wife. And that's a missing art. Being one with the wife leads to healthy kids, healthy family. I can't
Healthy
love my
world.
kids. Yeah, the healthy world.
Healthy families make a healthy world.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot have a healthy family. I cannot have strong, loving kids without loving you. And that needs to be said to a lot of men.
So a funny story about our two middle children.
Okay.
They were playing a game, and this will be what crazy thing that our kids do this week. So they're our closest. They're a boy and a girl, and they're 2 years apart. They're our closest in age, and they're two middles in their relationship. And I joke all the time that they're like an old married couple, because they adore each other and they bicker like you not believe. And it's really funny because I think their personalities are really complementary. And, you know, I think they could marry people that are like each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So I'm very intentionally training them. So the funny thing was that they were playing husband and wife. They were playing like family, and which Athena loves, like her favorite thing in the world. So they were married and they had 4 kids.
Okay.
And this is like, tell me your kids are Christian homeschoolers without telling me your kids are Christian homeschoolers. So their names were Peter and Lucy.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know if you get that reference right away.
No.
And then they had 4 kids. 2 of them are twins, and the twins were the Tuttle twins.
Okay.
and
Right on.
And then they had a 6-month-old and a 3-month-old.
Okay.
So I guess there was some adoption going on there, somewhere in there. I'm not sure. But yeah. So Peter and Lucy's from the Chronicles of Narnia series.
Okay.
And then the Tuttle twins is, you know, homeschool.
All the stuff they love.
Yes. But I was thinking about them in this perspective because there's this dynamic, and I think it happens so much in society. I see it so much as that, and it's human nature. Athena wants to control him. She wants Orion to do whatever, and everyone to do whatever she wants them to do, and she wants to tell them what to do. And she's like, when they play a game, she's like, okay, say this, and then say that, and then say it this way. And she's like, she'll just boss everyone around. and she loves that. And then when she doesn't get her way, then Orion's like, he gets so frustrated and exasperated. He's like, okay, fine, I'll just do whatever you want. Just stop crying,
Yeah.
And then he gives in because he's such a sweet heart,
Yeah.
And so I have to tell him, you do not let her control you. You are in charge of you.
Uh-huh.
If you don't want to play, you can say, I don't want to play. You have to be kind. Don't be mean about it. But you can stand your ground and you don't have to let her control you.
Yeah.
And I tell Athena, like, sometimes people don't want to do what you want to do, and you have to respect that. But I see all the time women wanting to find a husband or a mate or whatever, who will do whatever they want them to do.
Yeah.
Who's like, oh, they have to like all the same things that I like, because we have to have all this stuff in common. And then they have to like be like my best girlfriend. Like they're looking for a mate that's like their best friend, their best girlfriend. Like they want to hang out with them. They wanted them to go shopping with them. They want them to do to work out, do all the same things. And I'm like, why do women look for people who are exactly like them?
That's the best way to make a man depressed. You know?
I don't
know.
understand.
I think it's a lie from third wave feminism or the media or popular culture. I think that's the lie that's going on. Again, I've talked to women who are professionals, and they admitted to me that, oh yeah, that's what I thought I wanted, because that's what they read in the magazines. Well, that's old now. No one reads magazines anymore. That's what they read on the internet. That's what the YouTube videos say that they watch. But at the end of the day, they tell me that that's what they thought they wanted. And when they got that with a yes man and a man that never stood up to, they would even test them and do something wrong or want something wrong. And the man would give in. And they all say, after a while, they become disgusted. And I remember one who's a friend of ours. She told me that. She said, "Yeah, that's what I thought I wanted,